Hey, thanks for watching Hardcore Sustainable. I'm going to do a little bit of an update today on my refrigerator situation. I did a video earlier that was showing me replacing the thermostat because I thought that the freezing that was happening in the bottom of a fridge was something to do with the thermostat, so I replaced it. Unfortunately, that didn't really make a difference. So I built this cabinet here with the ability to take off one section of it fairly easily. And I've done that so that I can access this fridge. Now I'm gonna pull this fridge out of here and turn it over and see if I can find those condenser coils underneath it and see if they're dirty. So you can see it just barely squeaks through here. Well, this is what the fridge looks like underneath. There's no panel that can be removed. It's basically just like riveted on there. There's nothing underneath here. So if there is a condenser coil on the bottom of it, it is not accessible to be cleaned. So one of the other things that I suspected might be wrong with this fridge was that the refrigerant was not circulating all through all the coils, and that might be due to some rust on the coils because they are made of steel, which this fridge cost over $1,000, and I would just expect something a little bit more like durable than regular steel that can rust in like a humid conditions, which you're likely to have in a refrigerator. The other problem is that the aluminum lining of this fridge, while it would be useful and last a long time in a freezer application because the temperatures are so much lower, it's not going to have corrosion. But in refrigerator temperatures with moisture in here, the aluminum has basically just become all corroded and eaten away by the moisture. And so that seems like a basic flaw in the design of this fridge. If these things were lined with plastic, they would last forever, basically. And now I can show you there's all this corroded walls of this and lining in this fridge, and they're in really odd spots that I wouldn't expect there to be corrosion. Anyways, and they've exposed some of the coils, and you can see the rust on the coils, and I think what happened is that the rust is built up inside as well, maybe, and is blocking the refrigerant, and the refrigerant might not be circulating as well in the upper parts of the fridge. So you can see here where this wall is corroded away, and I already put a piece of this plastic on top here so that when I put these baskets on here, it's not damaging the lining. But you know, the lining back here has corroded through. You know, it's corroded through in the bottom of the fridge, down here, over here, just all over. And then you can see this is the refrigerator coil here is also rusted. So what I've done to hack this system, because the thermostat didn't work, I decided to drill a hole through the insulation and into the compartment in the fridge here, and then string the thermostat through and attach it to the side of the fridge lower down here. Here's the hole that I drilled right here, and that went into, this goes into like the compartment where all the the innards of this fridge, like the compressor and the thermostat and everything else are in there. And I pulled this thermostat sensor through here. So now it's just sensing the temperature in the bottom part of the fridge, and it's turning off much earlier. It's not freezing things anymore. So that was my hack. The temperature is, it's a little bit warm at the top of the fridge, so that's why I'm doing a little bit of calibration to try to get it a little cooler at the top of the fridge. I don't think it'll freeze at the bottom. As long as it's cool enough at the top of the fridge, then things won't be spoiling. But this is reading like 8 or 9 Celsius. It's raising as I'm looking at it though. So you can kind of see that little black screw down in there. That is the calibration adjustment, and it just takes like an Allen wrench or hex wrench. It's actually working now. It's working the way that it's supposed to. It's not freezing stuff in the bottom of the fridge, and the temperature at the top is staying in a range that's good for refrigeration. So it seems to be working. I also want to put like a piece of plexiglass in to replace the corroded aluminum lining so that it's less likely that I'll have more corrosion happening on those coils and in that area of the fridge. But we'll see. I just think this thing is not long for the world because of the poor design. I'm pretty glad that I've finally figured out this fridge because it's been a pain in the ass to deal with it freezing everything that's in the bottom of it. And now I've had it on for a few days and it's not freezing things in the bottom. It's not freezing things in the bottom. It's maintaining a nice cool temperature throughout, and it's not kicking on and being on all the time like it was before. When it was not working properly. So it's good. It's not going to consume too much energy. It's not going to freeze things at the bottom. Hopefully it'll work for a while now, and if I make the improvements of like lining it with some plexiglass, maybe that'll extend the life a bit, because I really don't want to have to trash this whole thing. So this hack seemed to work pretty well. We'll see. I just wanted to take a minute to say, you know, if you like my videos and you want to get updates and find out more about how I live sustainably here at Dancing Rabbit Eco Village, give my videos a thumbs up and subscribe. Just take a second here to hit the subscribe button, and then you'll continue to get updates on all my videos about permaculture, about natural building, about alternative energy, and gardening, everything you can think of, growing fruit. It's all here at Hardcore Sustainable.